finna like this.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Somebody was a motherfucking hit and ran my shit.
No.
Yeah.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
hit and ran my shit. Didn't leave a note, no nothing, no common courtesy, no hit me back at this number. Then, shit, they already, we live paycheck to paycheck, bro. They got to spend $100 for a tote that I ain't even really have.
No.
Bro, I was hot, man. Shit had me thinking, bro, I was finna go Michael Myers on everybody's shit around here. Oh,
You stupid, bro.
everybody come out their balconies to see my tow truck take my shit to the shop, but nobody want to come out their balconies and tell me who did it, though. So fuck it, since nobody want to cooperate with a nigga, I'm finna go Michael Myers on niggas. I'm Michael Myers. No tire around me is safe. If you see me and you in your car, you better roll off, cause I'm coming in. The spectrum of human emotion is as vast as the imagination can conjure, and would take too much time for this vlog. So I will start with sourcing my assessment off the circumplex model. Understanding that emotion is a state of consciousness in reaction to what we're experiencing is profound in navigating life and a blessing altogether. You could be emotionless, and no one in the history of human existence have ever been diagnosed as emotionless. You can be apathetic, which I also argue is an emotion. If emotion is the affective aspect of consciousness, then even feeling indifferent is feeling and a reaction to the reality that you're experiencing. But I digress. That's a research paper for another day. Today I want to talk about anger and the characteristics of my experiences and channeling it into better oneself. Anger is defined as a strong feeling of displeasure and usually of antagonism. To be strongly displeased and to be strongly displeased with your experiences can go a myriad of ways. Please be careful. But I want to talk about the goods. In my personal experience, I have been angry and unconsciously or not channeled that reaction into motivation. I have been in the gym hitting personal records and goals by way of living paycheck to paycheck, being mad, not getting enough hours at the job has pushed me to write the most meanest 16-bar verse the world has never heard. They playing with my hours at the job, bro, like a nigga ain't like I'm not a grown-ass man. I got like real responsibilities. Like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying, nigga. I'm getting rich and I ain't finna die until I get rich. So what that mean? Or sharing my mind, body, and spirit with women that were never worth the time, channeled me to go on a 5-mile run and get really, really into shape and things of that matter. I'm like motherfucking fucking Steve Bezos in a motherfucking warehouse. Steve Bezos, that's his name, Steve Bezos?
Talking about Jeff.
Jeff Bezos, my bad, yeah. I'm like, yeah, dog. So it's like I'm having these interactions romantically, and it's like they leaving me empty, brother. I'm being stingy with it too from now on. Can't run off with the sauce like that. So I learned that if channeled correctly, it can be a solid stepping stone into the right direction. Debacle after debacle, quagmire after unfortunate event, it dawned on me. I started to question, is anger the catalyst or the only catalyst for a purpose-driven life? And it shouldn't. This can't be the way. This can't be the way. Life is so much more wonderful than waiting for bad times to get your act together. So I decided to give my god brother Roots a call and glean his insight on this matter.
Yeah, I feel like anger is an important part of our experiences as people, right? Like, and it's showing us and indicating something. And once again, like to me, the difference between a feeling and emotion is that the emotion is like moving you, it's driving you, whereas a feeling is something that you're holding on and harvesting, and almost like it's becoming stagnation. Right? Like, and not saying that it's not okay to feel, but it's like, when does that feeling translate into the emotion that's actually moving you and propelling you forward? So, like one may feel angry and it takes them to a punching bag and they start moving their body and recognizing that it's not just the mind that is experiencing the sensation, but it's also the body. So sometimes we got to move through the body in order to really feel the healing that we really desire, or it may not necessarily be healing per se, but it's actually like the sensation of like just unlocking and unblocking anything that's just keeping us from propelling forward. And so I think that anger is a great teacher. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say suppress that expression, that feeling. More so like maybe sit and question it. Even sometimes stillness is such a powerful teacher, to be able to just be still and to slow the breath down and to say, you know, let me connect back to myself, and then ask myself certain questions like, all right, what am I truly feeling? What am I truly experiencing? Why is this coming up? Is there a certain level of lack that punching bag may not necessarily be able to rid me of? Or is there a certain level of just tension that's built up from even like a past trauma that I haven't been able to fully express? And so that could be put in a lot of different ways, but sometimes stillness gives us the answer. So, you know, the ability to even discipline ourselves to be still enough to listen to our heart, to our soul, is a powerful thing that I feel like we take for granted. Because sometimes a lot of our attention is just put into technology. It's put into just certain things that don't that are not always conducive to our elevation.
Right on. Well, Roots, I think you provided me and the audience a copious amount of like value with your words and your perspective, and I appreciate you. I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time, and I'm gonna wish you a blessed day, my brother, and we'll definitely be in contact.
And giving thanks, Jaymon.
Yes, sir.
My
Yes,
God,
sir.
brother.
Awesome.
I learned that you can't demonize your innate emotions because discipline or lack thereof. These innate reactions to our reality can be used as tools if we consciously channel them. For example, joy can be turned into inspiration, not just for yourself, but onto others. Anger can be channeled into taking action, and pain can be channeled into understanding. All in all, I believe a practice of mindfulness is the key now. In a world where there are so many things going on, being conscious of instead of being consumed by may be the way. I'm not totally sure yet, and I hope I didn't waste your time. But in this assessment, I hope there were some tools that could help you navigate your journey. I know the creation of this video has provided me with a lot of levity, and I'm going to start challenging myself to being aware of my emotional spectrum in my life and seeing how many times I can channel those emotions. But I think it'd be an interesting philosophical experiment. So with that, I'll say my name is Jaymon Senior Creek. I represent a run for revolutionary thought. This is RHV, Ragers Holding Virtue, Red-Handed Vandals, and peace.